I suppose as somebody who teaches at Goldsmiths, there's I guess there's a pressure on artists to individualise and find their practice from a personal space that sometimes negates collective exploration together. And I think what's really, maybe the radical potential of the work is that you have taken the time to get to know one another and to kind of build what is a very densely layered world, or worlds plural, which I guess I'd like to delve a bit more into that, the fact that life of working out the work sort of sits in the bedroom and probably sits in collective trips. How did you begin to understand that this was something that needed fleshing out into, I suppose, that speculative gaming world making that you've started to really craft so well?
The thing is, it's kind of always there. You just gotta find it. Do you know what I mean? So it's like we all had those like strands and thoughts within us, and we quite quickly realised world building was a massive part of the practice, because if you collaborate with someone, and I think at the beginning stages we were very much like we wanted everyone to join us, and we didn't understand why doesn't everyone just want to be part of it and it feel like theirs? Because the thing is, actually, it's not theirs because we co-founded it. So what we have to do is we have to learn how to nurture both their individual and collective collectivity. So you need to be able to have some sort of form of exchange. You need something that's like an open source way of working, because when you work with somebody else, you have to, things become, yours becomes theirs and theirs becomes yours. So you kind of, there's always this form of exchange, an open source way of working, but then there's also the individual. So I think world building really facilitates that, because if you think of worlds are created through the collectivity of people and through the individual. So it's really, that became a very natural way of working. And also to be able to, like, how do I fulfill my partner that I'm working with when our lives are different and we have different experiences? How do we grow throughout the years and still be connected and be able to like have the same vision? That's actually an incredibly tough thing to be able to do. And, you know, we don't have the same experiences and we don't have the same backgrounds. How do we do that? So I think to do that, I think world building was a huge part of that, because we need to create a really open space which can include everyone. And by creating these imaginary spaces, we could include everyone.
Yeah, and what seems so exciting is the infinite possibilities within the worlds, which I suppose means that the three of you can fill it with multiple desires. Or
exactly. And it's like also trying to solve things in the real world is really difficult, whereas if you imagine it and solve it somewhere else that you've imagined, sometimes it does the trick. It really does make